Well, here we are, 2025. We're here, we made it. Hope you're all doing well. 2024 has been and gone. What a year 2024 has been for me personally. It's been a huge success. Realistically, we have accomplished so much this year, not only with the channel but with myself. We'll get into it all. This is more like a look back at 24 and what to expect going forwards in 25. I just want to say, before we do begin, a huge thank you to everyone who's taken the time to watch videos and support the channel in watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that kind of stuff. A huge thank you to you guys. It means a lot to me. It really does. It means so much to me that you guys would even find my channel and consider even joining it. Like it's mad, it's crazy. But we've got a lot planned this year. We're going to get into that in just a few. But for now, I'm going to take a look back at 24 and just go through some of the highlights for me, not only here but on other channels as well that I am a part of, and what to expect from those channels as well in the future of 25. Starting early this year, I became a part of the Team Retro over on Nostalgia Gaming Retro with a very good buddy of mine, Rapid. And that gave me a chance to play some games. We played some Disney games. I've done some editing over there. That's a lot of fun. It's fun to edit videos, like gaming videos. It's very different to how we would edit, say, this type of video or a vlog or something like that. And I enjoy any type of editing. It is my favourite thing to do. Coming up to editing videos is always a good time for me. I really enjoy it. Being over there is a lot of fun. It really is. Rapid's a fantastic dude. His stuff is super cool. It's really fun. I highly recommend checking him out. Link is in the description down below for Nostalgia Gaming Retro, in case you do want to see some stuff over there from me in the future. And moving on to Sounds of Amusement, we're a regular over there. We're part of the team over there as well, which is always fun. I love Steve and Jay and Shaz, Sam, Lewis and Kenny, and just the whole gang over there are just amazing. They really are. And Shaz and Steve and Jay are like some of my best friends, and it wouldn't be without this channel. None of it would have happened. And that's one reason why I'm so thankful for having this channel and being able to create content for you guys. Not only for you, but to create content for myself, with my friends. And it's just amazing. It really is. It's such a fun time. I really enjoy being over there doing the ride-throughs and whatever else we've got planned as well for this year. I don't want to give too much away. Obviously, it's not my channel to give all the inside outs away. But there are some great plans coming for 25 for both channels, wholeheartedly. And I do have a schedule for Retro that I will share with y'all later on in this video. But yeah, Sounds of Amusement is always a fun time. It really is a lot of fun. It's great to be on with those guys week in, week out. It's just a lot of fun. It really is. I absolutely love them to bits. They're my best friends, and I wouldn't change anything for the world. It's fantastic. I'm so glad to be part of both channels. But it was a big year for me, for my channel as well here at Disney Magic Zack. The channel turned a year old, which was exciting. That was in May. That was a lot of fun. We did like a live stream for that. That was a lot of fun. We started some new things here as well that I've stuck by, kind of. I mean, the biggest thing, I mean, by far, we can't even sugarcoat it, so I wouldn't shut up about it last year, was going to Disney World. That was an incredible trip. That was insane. I loved it. It was one of my favorite things I've ever done. 2 weeks in Florida at Disney World was just amazing. It was like a dream come true. For the first time in 13 years, it was a lot of firsts for me for that trip. It was my first time as an adult. It was my 30th birthday. It was my first time playing golf overseas, even though I did get rained out. It was my first Halloween party. It was my first time, you know, just experiencing all the new stuff. And granted, I still didn't do a lot of it because, you know, there's still so much more to do in the future when you go again. So I'm not sure when the next Disney World trip is going to be, but we have a trip planned for this year, and we'll get into that a little bit later as well. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It was fantastic. It really, really was. I absolutely loved being over there for the 2 weeks in August. It was just the best time. It really, really was. And honestly, I can't wait to do it again. I cannot wait to do it again. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know when my next Disney World trip is going to be, but oh boy, 2024 was fantastic. It really, really was. But 2025 is on its way in. It's here. It's now. It's currently the 2nd of January as I'm recording this. It's time to go. What have I got planned for 2025? So let's get into it, because there is a lot that we've got planned, a lot of things I want to get in place this year, a lot of things that I'm working on behind the scenes as well, for you guys and for me. So it's going to be a good time. So let's get into it. What have I got planned for 2025 here on Disney Magic Zack? The first thing I want to talk about, I feel like it is because it's there on the screen, I have got a lot planned over on Nostalgia Gaming Retro. I have 5, potentially 6 projects over there coming this year. They're spaced out across the year, so be sure to go and check Nostalgia Gaming Retro out for all of the good stuff over there. But we have games that we are playing. It's going to be a lot of fun, and the first one is going to be, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to play these and to get that series out to y'all. Shout out to Rapid, he let me create my own kind of like schedule, let me pick the games and stuff. So huge thank you to you, mate. Appreciate that. And then we're back at it in April for Pokemon TCG. The Pokemon trading card game was one that I grew up playing continuously on the Game Boy. I absolutely loved that game. It was one of my favourite games ever growing up. 100% one of my favourite games ever. And the amount of times I played that game was unreal. And I get to play it again on Nostalgia for you guys. And it's going to be a good time. I cannot wait to bring that to y'all. I really, really can. And it'll be June. It'll be Shadow the Hedgehog in June. This game I played when I was a kid as well. A lot of fun. I remember it being really janky and really, really like hard to control. So I'm trying to move past that and try and remember it being okay. I'm not promising, but it's going to be a good time no matter what, because it's a great. I think it's a great game. I remember it being really weird. Like the story being really weird, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time, I think, for sure. And then we're going to be going into September. That is going to be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the PC version, and I'm looking forward to that as well. It's going to be a good time there as well. Cannot wait to play that as well. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, I did Philosopher's Stone last September for the PC. We're going to do Chamber of Secrets PC version. It's going to be a great time. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm a Harry Potter fan. Moving on to October, we're going spooky. We're playing Luigi's Mansion. Very, very excited for that as well. Luigi's Mansion is again a fantastic game that is going to be a lot of fun. Someone's hoovering. Sorry. Moving on to the next part of Retro. We are launching a second channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're launching a second channel. It's going to be launching in April of this year. And I am going to be hosting a new podcast over there called the Nostalgia Podcast, or something along that line. I'm not sure how it is. Well, the name of the title is Work in Progress. But we are going to be having guests from people who have worked in games, people who create, you know, things like that, graphics, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be talking about news. We're going to be talking about, you know, all the different kind of events that have been happening in the gaming kind of like area and the gaming news. Talking about, you know, favorite games of the past, favorite series on the channel, all that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff is always going to be on the podcast, and it's going to be a good time. Cannot wait to bring that to y'all in April. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. I cannot wait. Brand new podcast. You know, I love doing a podcast. It's my favorite thing. It's the whole reason why this channel started in the beginning. And to be able to host a new one is going to be a great time. So I want to say a huge thank you to Rapid for giving the opportunity. Nostalgia Gaming Live launches in April 2025. It's here, it's happening. Get excited, get excited. And then let's move on to Signs of Amusement. We have some stuff happening over there. All of the good stuff is going to be continuing. The ride through is going to be continuing. We have been talks in some new series happening over there. And obviously I don't want to be putting it out there fully just yet. With everything, obviously, I want Jay and Steve and all that to kind of like announce that kind of stuff as well over there and before I do it myself. But just know that there are some talks over there about a new series going on, a bundle of new series, and in fact, a bundle of new series. But yeah, that in terms of everything over on the other two channels that I'm part of, we're steamrolling ahead with ideas. Let's roll it back a little bit to this channel. It's categorized into different sections. So, starting off with the videos. We've got a brand new series that I've started that I'm in collaboration with Expedition Steve and Shaz from Middle Age Magic. Again, big shout out to those guys for putting these together. They are a heck of a lot of fun. And it's the Where Are We? Where are we? And this is a series that it's like, oh, you're on a ride, but where exactly are you in the ride? On property. And these rides, where are we's like rides, takes a POV ride through and then puts a map next to it, and you get to see whereabouts you are on Disney property, and it tells you where you are on Disney property. It's a lot of fun. Really, really entertaining. If you like behind the scenes kind of like stuff on how things work and where things are in a Disney park, this series is for you. Now it's been going on for a while over on Expedition Steve and Middle Age Magic, and I am now in collaboration with that to help, you know, help out with it and stuff. So that's a lot of fun. Really, really fun. I cannot. The first one we did launched January the 1st, and that was Disneyland Paris Pirates of the Caribbean. That was the first one that was launched on my channel, and I've watched it a few times over on Expedition and Middle Age Magic. It's a lot of fun. Really, really good. And that video, it's so cool to see. That's kind of like my bread. I kind of love that stuff. It's one of my favorite things to do, and to be able to be part of that and to be able to like showcase that on my own channel, always a good time. Always a good time. There is going to also be, I'm sure I've mentioned this a few times over on Signs of News. I don't know if I've mentioned it here. I mean, something exciting is happening this year in terms of movie reviews. They're not going to be the conventional, oh, we're watching one movie and reviewing it. We are watching Marvel movies and Star Wars movies. Starting off with Marvel, it's going to be the front half of the year, so from now until, I want to say around about June, is when I'm going to be watching Marvel movies and creating this mammoth video of my thoughts on every single Marvel movie that I've watched, and what there is. Every single Marvel movie, every single Marvel series. That is going to be my life for the next 6. So that's going to be the first half of this year. That's going to come out round about June time. So I've got 6 months to watch as many Marvel movies as possible, or to watch them all, realistically. I need to watch them all and the series, so I best get cracking sooner rather than later. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to bringing that to all of y'all very, very soon. And then the back end of the year, from I want to say July until like December, we're going to be watching all the Star Wars content. We're going to be watching the prequel, the trilogy. We're going to be watching all of the movies. We're going to be watching all of the series. Again, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's probably going to come out around about December time. So I don't expect any movie reviews just yet, realistically, because I'm not quite sure how that's going to impact on my views of watching the Marvel movies and the Star Wars movies and stuff. I found a new kind of like appreciation when I went to Galaxy's Edge at Disney World in August. I found a new appreciation for the fact that, wow, okay, it's pretty cool. Like, Star Wars is a thing that people really, really enjoy. And I know I'm the weird one. I'm not a big fan of Marvel. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. I know I'm weird. I totally get that. But yeah, I want to try and understand it a little bit more. And so with that, it's going to be happening this year. So buckle up for some exciting stuff happening with the movie reviews and stuff like that. It's going to be a great time. And then there's going to be more of what you love, more of what you come here to see, more, podcasts, more audio pizzazz. The channel is doing fantastically well. I can't be happier with it, and we've got some plans to keep moving it forward going this year. I mean, we're looking forward to it. I really, really am looking forward to a new year here on the channel. It's been my second year with this channel, and it's been the best year and a bit of my life doing YouTube. It really, really has. So yeah, moving on to the travel section. So there is one big trip planned for this year, and that is California. We are going to California in July, and I cannot wait to experience this. This has been a bucket list for a long time for myself. And we're not just doing Disneyland. I mean, we are doing Disneyland. We're doing DCA. Of course we've got to hit Disneyland. It's the original park. It is the one Walt walked down. And as a Disney adult, it is the goal to go to that park no matter what. Like, if you're a resident of California or not, you've got to get to that park at least once in your life. And I feel it's going to be more than one time for me. Well, this is the first time we're going. 2025 is the year for California. We've got a lot planned. I don't want to give too much away, but there is going to be a lot of content coming from the channel, for the channel, that is not just strictly Disney. 2025, it's all the way. It's happening. Moving on to the podcast. Now, the podcast has been phenomenal this year. I have loved every minute of the podcast. I really, really have, from the last year. And I'm continuing it. I'm continuing the podcast. Obviously, I want it to be bigger, better, more guests, more stories, because I love when I have a guest on and they share their stories and all that kind of stuff. It's a grand old time. One of my favourite things to do, just sitting back and relaxing, listening. I want to potentially get some other people on that have been on the podcast before. So again, if you're watching and you are interested and you want to get in contact with me, please do so on like social media or via the email on my channel. Yeah, looking forward to having some more people on in the future. Other than that, there's not much else going in the podcast. But if you are interested and you do want to join, please let me know. Moving on to the behind the scenes stuff. What is happening behind the camera? Currently, as of recording this, we are in the process of doing quite a few things behind the scenes. And one of them is creating a website. Now, the website is very much in alpha stage. We're working on it. It's a good time. I've got the ideas rolling. We've got some people working on it. It's a good time. I'm looking forward to showcasing that and bringing that to everyone when it launches sometime this year. I'm not quite sure when it's going to launch, but it is going to be launching sometime this year. and I'm very, very excited to bring that along to y'all. And it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a place for the podcast, the videos, what I do on the channel, some news. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be your go-to space for Disney Magic Zack. You can find me on there in the future, but again, not a set date for when it's going to be up, but it is being worked on. So that is very, very exciting. I cannot wait to share it with y'all. There is also talks of doing some merch for the channel, creating some merch specific things that relate to me and the channel. We're talking stickers. I mean, we've got flamingos there, we've got little palm trees there, we've got, you know, you could have like a little face of me, like a little silhouette of me, that'd be cool. You could have the logo, we could have, you know, some channel related stickers and stuff like that. I'm also trying the idea of making my own kind of shirts, like aloha shirts, Hawaiian shirts. You know, that is, I mean, I wear them often enough. I love a good Hawaiian shirt. I love a good shirt that is very, very bright and colourful. And it'd be cool to make my own. So I'm looking forward to potentially doing that as well sometime this year. If not this year, then it is in the works and it is going to be worked on at some point within the year. Or, you know, it's going to be starting, the process is going to be starting at some time soon. I'm also looking at making some glasses. Now, everybody's like, oh, make tumblers, make, you know, make flasks and things like that. I really don't use them unless I'm at work. But what I do use is whiskey glasses. So why not make my own? Why not make my own whiskey glass with like the logo on, something like that? You know, something cool like that. I like, you know, a little saying, a little set that embodies Disney Magic Zack. Why not? Why not? You know, something different. And there's also one other little thing. If you remember from Halloween, it was, I shared a picture of this little doll. I want this to be merch. I want this doll to be merch so bad. It is unreal. This is what stemmed the whole idea of doing merch. This thing right here. It is so hilariously funny, and it's so much fun. And I really want it to be a thing. Like I want it to be a real thing so bad. So when I can find a way to do this, I'm going to be making one 100%. 100%. Next thing I want to talk about. Behind the scenes, I have a little bit of help. I have a helping hand. And it is Rapid from Nostalgia Gaming Retro. But Rapid is an awesome man. He's so much fun. He's he's very close friends. And, you know, I've been helping him with editing on his channel for the longest time. And I absolutely love editing. It's one of those things I really enjoy doing. And so I reached out to him. I was like, hey man, do you want to help out with, on my end, for a bit of editing? You know, nothing too major, just, you know, potentially the audio sessions. I'm looking at starting up the podcast clips again, because I did start them. I was doing really well with them until like September, and then I just dipped and I just didn't. And then the last thing behind the scenes, there's going to be some changes behind me. Now, I've had this set for about maybe a little bit longer. This room has been, well, my bedroom has been like this for a long time, and I'm wanting a change. I want it to be more me. This was me a few years ago. I want it to be me, how I resonate with myself now. I want it to be neutral. I want it to be colourful. You know, I want the colours to pop with each other, because I've currently got a purple wall, and then behind me is like a grey wall. It makes zero sense. It really throws me off. The flooring is absolute naff. You've never seen the flooring. You really don't want to. It's absolutely terrible. New flooring is on the way. We're just having a whole overhaul of the whole room, the whole area, and more so this place. I'm looking at getting rid of some items that are in the set that I don't use anymore, like Potentially the sofa. I'm not quite sure yet. Whether it'll stay there and it'll just be used for certain videos, I'm not quite sure. I'll figure it out. But for the most part, the set's going to be moved back. Everything's going to be rejigged, removed and redone. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to bringing that to everyone. I'm looking forward to doing that little project as well on the side, on like weekends and all that kind of stuff when I'm not busy doing this. Looking forward to doing that. Looking forward to doing that. It's going to be a great time. So that's everything that's happening behind the scenes. Now let's talk about things that are happening on the side. Moving on to socials. I am shockingly bad at promoting socials. I am. I'm terrible with it. I really, really am. You probably don't know this, but I do have a Discord. I do have a Facebook group, and I do have an Instagram. I mean, they're in the description. At least the Instagram is. I don't know if I've got some great support from friends in there. It's a small little server. It's a small little server, but hey, it's there. And if you do want to join it, link is in the description, along with the Facebook group of Disney by Zack and the Instagram page as well. I have recently changed the name to resonate more with the channel, so it is a channel Instagram, and it is Disney Magic Zack. And that, if you are social on Instagram and Facebook, and you do have Discord, feel free to come along and join. It's a great old time in there, really, really is. And so, yeah, I appreciate. I need to promote it more. I really just forget to. I just forget to promote it because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, people will find it if they find it, and they want to search it, they can do. But it's one of those things where it's like, maybe I should promote it a little bit more so then people know about it. And so that's your yearly reminder to do that, I suppose. I'll try and remember at the end of videos and stuff like that. I'll try. I am not promising because again, I'm shocking with it. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that's everything to do with socials. Let's move on to the goals for the year. So the goals for the year. What have I got planned for the goals for the year? Now, the big goal is obviously California. That's happening anyway. That goal has not yet been succeeding, but it is ongoing. In terms of the channel, we are doing superbly well. We are currently, I think, 130 something subscribers. The watch time is doing really well. We're doing superbly well behind the scenes with the channel. It's doing great. So I want to applaud every single one of y'all for being superb and just say thank you for taking the time. It means a lot. It really, really does. But there is one big goal I want to try and hit this year. And if I don't, I'm not fussed. If I do, fantastic. The main goal I want to try and hit is 500 subs on the channel. 500 subscribers on the channel. And I mean, hey, I'm not one for. I do this for fun. I realistically, wholeheartedly, if this does turn into something great, then that is icing on the cake, I suppose. But for me to just be able to share my interest with like-minded people is just something I've been wanting to do for a while. And when I stepped away end of last year, a couple of years ago, and came back to this channel middle of 23, it was just for the whole reason of talking to friends and sharing knowledge of Disney, and that's what this channel is about. This channel is about me broadcasting my love of Disney to like-minded people, and I found those like-minded people within you guys, within my best friends, and the whole reason of this channel is to just have fun. Sure, it would be cool if we had more subscribers. I wholeheartedly for more people to experience this channel, and for more people to have like-minded people to talk to. It'd be great, but I'm not out my way to do it. Like, it's not something I am shouting from the rooftops. Like, if you want to subscribe, you want to subscribe. Absolutely fine. If you don't, fine. That's also okay. If you just want to watch and pass me, like, yeah, sweet, that's fine. Doesn't bother me in any way, shape or form. But I do want to try and hit 500 this year, and I want to do a giveaway for that 500. Big shout out. It'd be a big celebration That's exactly what it'll be. It'll be a big celebration, a big giveaway. We'll do a live stream of the celebration. We'll do all that kind of stuff, because I feel like 500 is a big one. 500 is a big one. I mean, reaching 100 was a big one, and I am so thankful that we reached 100, and still going with 130 plus Disney adults here on this channel. But I think if we reach 500, that'd be super cool. That's the big goal. That's one of the big goals for this year. Of course, the big goal is travel, keep doing what I love, making fantastic memories with friends and family along the way, and making memories here on the channel. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has watched over the past year. It means a lot to me. You guys have done the channel superbly well. It wouldn't be nothing without you guys, so thank you. You're all superb, you're all fantastic. And yeah, I want to say thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year. I hope 2025 is amazing for you. And thank you so much. With that being said, thank you so much. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.